They were optional bosses mostly, and they were tough as hell. But we'll make the effort.
If that ain't a creature born in my nightmares, I don't know what is.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further? Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
No, that can't be healthy.
Just realized how lucky we are to have never run across a sewer dragon.
We struck a deal eons ago. I did with a wily Brenthis. It's true these Rathun fed me exquisitely for so long. But today, they sought my wings like a firestorm to battle, my fangs like hot spears to pierce a god. I am the heart of the fire. I cannot be controlled. Not by a giant's weak will, and not by a sputtering trinket.
Wow, that laughter.
The Rathun would pay their tributes of flesh and blood, fire and gold. And I, when called upon, would fight fiercely at their side.
But not this time.
That arrogant priestess thought to ride me, the magma that fires the mountain. She sought to command me. So I consumed her. The Rathun forged their deal when I was but a hatchling. Now no one controls me, and I would never fight a god for fools.
Well, that's a relief. Thought we were fighting a dragon. But this is just a big snake.
Nice.
You are a creature most amusing. Perhaps I shall yet allow you to live. Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den? Even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm. Perhaps you speak the truth, and such may come to pass. Only fools die fighting the gods. I have lived for eons, and I will live for eons longer. I fly.
Well, would have gone better maybe, but also worse. Dragon Bane. Deal with the two dragon dilemmas. With two dragon dilemmas, okay.
It is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing, but I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame, not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced. Who will lay the talk before the mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's god's face? Not to these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not to me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margaran.
Yeah. Let's pick Durans. Man, he would be a great character to have here. Since we get a lot of Magran.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul.
Also, that voice actor
and
was.
warm it, too.
I think it was a bit much. But then it's a dying thought, I guess, so. Is there such a thing? A bit much? Okay. Deal with the dragon. Again, with a diplomatic way, you didn't kill him or ride him. Maybe you can ride him, maybe you can convince her. But, well, since we didn't fight him, her, them, I call that a success. Now let's go to the Mo, which I'm guessing will use the torque we got.
How old is this fortress? It is incredible that it even exists in this place.
It's probably in Guithan, like everything else.
Scurriers in my keep, make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas! You felled her, and her dragon? Then the Bathor will decide your fate. He awaits at the back of the keep.
Cool. But I want to look around first.
Tell me we aren't gonna fight them all at once. Better yet, what if we didn't fight them at all?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. I would prefer not fighting them if we can. We'll try the diplomacy route, although it doesn't always work out.
You see a lot. I'm just too good.
There is something.
Where? Hidden objects.
I'm here.
I don't see anything.
Nice and quiet.
Oh, there it is. We didn't even see that yet. Are we bypassing these guys?
You see a lock? I see. That's how it's done.
Hello. No one here. I really hope the diplomatic way works.
Supposing this
That's a lot of
volcano
them.
blows, What are the odds any of us but Gone survives it?
I do not know much about volcanoes, but when they keep rumbling like this, that is not...
Yeah, it's not good, obviously. And I don't really need that. Maybe some potions. Just in case I need them. Yeah, I will give it to you. It's a lot of money.
Show me. Understood.
What is this guy?
Kith, how is it you have come to be here? Nay, it is of little matter. And to do that without my permission, you would need to triumph over the Rethu. Aethys deserves death, not words. The Defiler God has brought war to Ashen Moor in revenge against Margaret and her Rethune. What is your relation to Aethys if not to act with him against Margaret? Then you two have cause against Aethys, as we do. We are prepared to assault Aethys at the base of the moor. The shrine will lower us to the sacred archipelago, where the embodied god now gluts himself.
We go way back.
Even if I believed you, I cannot do such a thing. We guard the sacred depths of the moor. None may freely enter. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of Bethacton, our high priestess. The Brenthis is the talk's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return to the keep. I heard shouts of your triumph preceding you. It would seem you are unparalleled among your kind. And mine.
We didn't do anything, by the way.
You are without the Brenthis, so I must assume she has returned to the Everflame. What became of the ancient? Jadaferlas. Triumph will be nigh impossible.
She ran like
without
the
her.
snake she was.
What makes you think something happened to her?
Oh, who needs some old lizard anyway?
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies. Indeed. I feared the worst when the Brenthis failed to return with the beast. We've no choice. Despite the odds, we'll attack without either's strength. If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves, either for victory or for sacrifice. Lest Margaret forsake us for our failures. You have earned the right to Fire Shrine with the talk of the Other Flame. But we cannot join you as yet in facing the Defiler.
That's fine. Probably better that way.
I wonder what she thinks of all this. Seeing her creation snuffed out as easily as a candle's flame. Does she feel anything at all?
Watcher, the time does not allow for niceties. Even now, Aethys gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report? Then they will burn to ash and return to the mud kiln from whence they came. Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Aethys. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form. I can give you only the moments more it takes me to fully fire the depths of this maw. After that, I will not stay the assault, even for you. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
Well, what if I die? We are the fucking herald or agent of Berath, the death god, basically. So what if we all die? She could just will us back to life, like she did with Theos. Like Wedica did with Theos. That's the problem when you have resurrection and you have seen the gods do that. Why wouldn't they do that again? Is what I would like to know. Can I absorb some of this? Ignite background shrine. Speak to Aethys. Alright, let's speak to the gold statue.
Show me. Nice and quiet.
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my—
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my god. You you're really— this can't—
They weren't there.
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gon, your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
Face bright red, sweat beading her brow. Shodi stumbles precariously closer to the edge. Lantern rattling, she catches herself. A mere moment before she would have toppled over.
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission. But I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far? As would we all. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. Gon, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day and night for you, my god.
Lantern rattling, sickle gripped so tight her knuckles are white. She waves her arms over her head as she shouts.
It still interrupts constantly.
My dear Shodi, I do not mean to diminish your presence here.
But shut the fuck up.
But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer. He alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed him in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now. You need to know? Or Berith? Or the gods? And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know. Margaret fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Aora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others. Force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another.
What does that mean?
It seems my sister does not like the sound of that.
Yeah, be more specific, please.
I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
That's not really specific.
Shodi gasps sharply.
What are you?
For once, too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild,
Does she mean
with too much
Guithans?
white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
Whatever you're doing, there's gotta be a better way.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves, how we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told.
Unfortunately true.
I have not come to speak, to convince, to plead, but to break the foundations of belief itself, to extinguish the lights that maintain the illusions we have created. We took on the mantles of gods from legends, and in so doing, made real what was false, crafted truth from fiction. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life.
So they have a machine going again that is basically the will of Berith. It's not like they decide or they take the souls. They made a machine that drains all souls upon death or something. I'm with him actually.
When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die.
And what happens to the souls?
And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
More destruction. You're tearing the whole world apart because you can't make peace among yourselves.
Adair, there will never be peace among mortals, so long as they are unwittingly manipulated by the gods.
The gods feed on them, right? Feed on their souls to exist.
The divine enslavement that Woodica reveres perpetuates ignorance, chaos, and violence across the world. I only wish to destroy the darkness that surrounds the gods, that you may better see us for what we are. I'm surprised Margaret is reacting this way. I would have thought she would appreciate a trial of this magnitude, one that tests us all. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Right, I can't agree with him.
Go on, wait!
But I need the body
Before it's
formation.
too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
Jesus.
Priestess thrusts her light-pulsing lantern outward, as if waiting for Aethys to
Nothing
take
we
it
said
from her.
made any impression here. That's amazing.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Margaret has intended for me.
Sure, how about you give me back my soul too? While we're at it.
Don't thank me yet. This will be particularly difficult for you, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God
Oh my
right
god,
now.
stop,
Despite
Jati, stop.
herself, Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint.
You're fangirling over your god.
Hey, Aethys, we're not done here. You and I, we're not finished. Don't think you can just move me aside like all the rest. Maybe you can't be stopped. But on behalf of everyone you trampled, betrayed, and ignored, I'll be coming to see you again.
Perhaps we will meet again, Adair.
God damn it.
Until then, take care of the Watcher.
Alright.
Aethys's great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys's body. Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys's body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. Rathun rush to higher ground, but cannot outpace the lava, which overwhelms and consumes them as it rises. Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys's body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time,
Make
you
us
reach
whole.
out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness. We are together again. Are you ready to be together again?
Of course.
Are you certain? Since we've parted, I've become someone else, and I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys's hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from
Zawara,
Ashen Maw,
I,
the rim of the
etc.
volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body, and still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an
This is very
ominous
cool.
silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water, taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him. Back with yourself. Are you still the same watcher who returned the lost souls of the deer wood to the wheel? The soul observes you, waiting. I am. Good. Then this should be easy.
Yeah, I'm the same watcher. I'm not sure if I would make the same choices.
You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body.
Oh damn, he actually
Aethys
the
stands
dumbest.
amid the now calm waves, Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Aethys' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
So he wasn't hurt.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo? He's going to stop the wheel? Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo. He's going to stop the wheel. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. You swim toward the light.
Whole again.
As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Damn. That was cool. I wonder what happens if